This is how they qualify. They're asking them 2 questions. What is going on, everybody? Andrew Steele here. I just had a subscriber ask me a question about what they think of a service that's being offered to help them sell their RV. And I looked into a little bit and I am not impressed at all. I wanted to make this video and keep all of you guys in the loop on all of the stuff that I'm learning as I go, and kind of give you my 2 cents on my opinion on the whole deal. This gentleman is thinking about selling his RV, and I recently said in a YouTube video that, hey, if you want to sell your RV, I know all kinds of people buying and selling RVs, shoot me an email. And at the end of this video, I'm actually going to talk to you about 2 private party Newmars for sale. One is an 05 Dutch Star and one is an 06 Essex, and I'm just going to give those guys some free advertising at the end of this video after I tell you guys about this whole game that they're playing on these folks. There's basically 4 ways that you can sell your RV. One is trading it into a dealership or selling it outright to a dealership. Anytime that you sell an RV to a dealership, you are going to be selling it at a wholesale price. ACV is what it's referred to, actual cash value. Second way that you can do it is selling it private party and just selling it yourself, advertising it with RV Trader, placing an ad in your local paper, putting an ad in the windshield, whatever you want to do, field the phone calls, field the emails, and hopefully you find a buyer. And that's going to be the most cost-effective way to do it. Now, the other couple ways to do it are to consign it at a dealership, where you basically take your RV to a dealership, you leave it there, they are going to take a percentage of it. Some may charge you a storage fee, some may say you can just put it on the lot. I've heard more bad stories than good stories about consigning rigs, but there's people that have done well, but it's just a tricky deal. There's a lot of stuff you've got to look out when you're consigning a rig. A lot of the times they won't try to sell your rig if you're asking too much, or they think you're asking too much. They'll just kind of have it to fill their lot and give you an option, and then they'll try to really put the buyer on other coaches that they can make a bigger profit on. And I've seen it over and over. People just are not happy with the effort that needs to be put into these rigs to selling them. Now there's a 4th way that people are talking about, which I am not excited about this 4th way at all. From what I'm hearing, you can hire an advertising service, and basically what they do is they advertise your coach for you, they screen the buyers for you, and then you can sell it private party, but they kind of set you up with the buyer. It's no cost out of pocket to you, and then they take like 6% of the selling price of the RV. So say it's a $100,000 RV, that's $6,000. Well, all these folks are really doing is placing an ad in RV Trader, which isn't a ton of money, and they say a bunch of other websites, which in my opinion, RV Trader is definitely the biggest one. That's going to be the largest platform for buying and selling. Either RVT.com or RVTrader.com are the 2 really popular ones that you're going to find a lot of coaches listed for sales. These guys want to take 6%, and all they're doing is listing it on these websites and then fielding the phone calls. They don't have to physically see the customer. You still have to show the RV. You still have to do a lot of the work yourself, the same way that you would if you're a private party, but now you're giving 6% of the sale just for them to basically field calls. And I've actually helped a few friends sell RVs private party, and I've sold RVs private party myself. And I'll be honest, there's really not that much screening out. If someone's taking the time to look up an RV, get a hold of you, call you, yeah, you might have a couple tire kickers and lowballers, but most of these people are serious. And if you qualify them right away, they say that they qualify them for you. This is how they qualify. This is how all that they're doing to qualify them is they're asking them 2 questions. Number 1 is, are you paying cash or are you financing? Okay, you're either paying cash or you're not, or you're financing. Okay, you're financing. Have you been pre-approved, and how much have you been pre-approved for? If not, let me introduce you to my friend at these banks. And there's several big banks out there that loan money on RVs. And if you're a private party buyer and you're going to do a private party sale, I highly recommend either Incredible Bank, US Bank, Bank of the West. I know Good Sam was just advertising that they're refinancing RVs that are 2009 or older. So also, you can go to your own credit union. There's a lot of different banks that you can reach out to and get pre-qualified. So all you have to do is, before you show this guy this RV or anything, you want to know, is he qualified? Is he paying cash? Either way, whether you hire this service or not, you're going to have to show the individuals your RV. You're going to have to let them drive it. You're going to have to let them inspect it or assist them in getting the coach inspected. There's a good chance that if you're getting your RV, that you're selling your RV, that you may have to drive it to an inspection facility where a third-party inspector inspects that. And I always recommend that on every RV sale, that you hire a decent third-party inspector. There's stuff wrong with every single one of these RVs. It's just so, that's just how it is. So you want to make sure that you really know what you're getting into. And like these two Newmars that I'm about to tell you about, it's two gentlemen. Both of them happen to be in Colorado. Both really nice guys, but I don't know, they could have really been immaculate about taking care of these coaches, or they might have just let them go and not maintained them at all. No matter what, no matter how nice the owner is or the seller is, you always need to get it inspected so that you really know what you're getting into before you buy the coach. And I recently made a video about a Dale Earnhardt coach that my buddy tried to buy, and you know, he couldn't even drive the thing off the lot, and the seller basically said either take it or leave it. Well, you got to be able to know what you're getting yourself into, unless you're just buying it straight wholesale, which that's going to be just worst case scenario. Just plan on having to replace pretty much everything, and some coaches you can spend more money than what they're worth. So you need to be very, very careful with these old coaches. So two good old boys out in Colorado called me. Okay, so the first coach I want to tell you about, and this is just a gentleman that's a subscriber that I mentioned, if you're looking to sell your coach, to reach out to me. And if you are looking to sell your coach, feel free to reach out to me at ansautodetail@gmail.com. Leave me the coach year, model, miles, how much you want to sell it for. Try to give me as much information, a little bit as possible, your phone number, and I'll try to give you a call. And there was another gal that had another coach that I'm going to try to get to you guys as well. But these two Newmars, I thought I'd just put in this video while I was talking about it. You can email me at ansautodetail@gmail.com, and I will put my email in the description below, and shoot me an email with all that information. This first coach is a 2005 Newmar Dutch Star, model number 4024. It's got the Cat C7 with the 350 horsepower. It's on the Spartan chassis, 62,000 miles, new tires in May of 2019, new airbags May 2019, 4 slides, king bed, new dishwasher in 18, Dish Network satellite, and he wants $68,500, which is pretty fair, I think, in my opinion. And the coach is located at this gentleman's home in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. So just a second, Sadie. Sadie's getting ready. She knows where she's getting ready to go play. But I got to tell you guys about this Nemwmar Essex here before. Sadie, sit down, sweetie. Sadie, sit. Good girl. Good girl. Just a minute, sweetie. I know you're waiting patiently. Good girl. All right. Good girl, just a minute. All right, and I've got a few pictures too. I'll try to put these pictures, and this guy was a real nice guy. And then there was another gentleman, and he has a 2006 Newmar Essex. 4502 is the model number. The first guy put it in like kind of bullets. All of the bullets are really easy to read if you tell me the story in bullets. But this guy's a real nice guy too. I talked to both these guys on the phone. It's only got 37,000 miles on it. It's a 2006. He wants $127,000. tag axle. That's a lot of coach, the 05. So and you can get a hold of him for pictures. I will put the email addresses and phone numbers of both of these gentlemen in the description below. And this gentleman is actually looking to upgrade to a new Grand Design. So if you're a Grand Design dealer and you want to take this Essex in on trade and give this guy a smoking deal on any dealers too, if you guys know of any good dealers, any really good deals going on, feel free to shoot me an email at ansautodetail@gmail.com. And if I think it's a fair deal or a good deal, I might throw it up. I'm not guaranteeing that I'm going to throw it up there, but if this is easy to edit and throw up, I might throw it up. So this guy wants to trade for a new truck and a new fifth wheel, maybe a couple years old. I think he wants a Grand Design Solitude. He had like the model number 37 or 38 when I talked to him. He knew exactly what he wanted, but wants to get out of this Essex. It's a big chair. Maintenance is pretty high on these big diesel pushers, so understandable. He's somewhere in Colorado. I don't remember exactly where in Colorado he is, but hopefully today's video helped you. If you're trying to sell your RV and you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out to me, ansautodetail@gmail.com. I try to get back to everybody as much as I can. If not, if it's a good question that I can answer, I will try to make a video and try to answer these questions for everybody and ask around and get my input. But my overall analysis, these services that are making you sign a contract, they're not going to charge you anything up front, but they are going to take a big fee out of the sales price, and you're locked into that contract. And all they're really doing is putting it on RV Trader and a few other websites, which RV Trader and RVT.com are the real important ones. And then after they put them on those websites, they're just taking a few phone calls, asking that guy those 2 questions I said. And then if he's a real serious buyer, he's going to come out. Like, people aren't just bored and driving all over to look at a specific RV. There's a good chance if someone's coming to look at your RV that they're probably a real serious buyer, especially if you've gotten through the financing speed bumps and just make sure that they're a qualified buyer. But that's about it. So I hope today's video may have helped some of you that are thinking about selling your RV. I appreciate all of you that are subscribing to the channel, and I hope you're having a great day. Now Sadie gets to go for a run. So you ready to go, sweetie? Sadie, come on. All right, you guys all have a great day. Thanks again.